Hey guys, my name is Andre Akina. I'm going to teach you how to become a pilot. So the first step in becoming a pilot would be taking the private pilot license course, which is this one. So in the private pilot course, you'd be learning everything you would need to know, even though if you have zero experience in flying. So ground school, which is 45 hours, you'll be learning about navigation, aeronautical engineering, stuff like that. You can see it on the future website. The second part of the private pilot course would be passing the written exam when you finish the ground school. This is like a normal written exam about what you learned. So the third part of the private pilot license would be your flight instructor teaching you how to fly, which is the instructor's job. So you'll have like 35 to 40 hours, something like that, for flight time. And then after that flight time, you're going to be tested on something called practical flying test, which is also known as a check ride. So that's like the written exam, but just for flying. And if you complete all of the requirements above, you can finally get your private pilot license. So the second part of becoming a pilot would be doing the instrument rating course. This instrument rating course will teach you how to be able to fly through rain, fog, clouds, any weather condition. That's most definitely necessary to becoming an airline transit pilot. So it's like the same course because you have to do ground training, you have to log in the flight hours, and then you have to pass your written exam and you have to pass your check ride. Check ride is a practical flying test. That's all for the instrument rating course. This is good because if you want to have a career of becoming a pilot, this is a good course. So the third step in becoming a pilot would be the commercial pilot license course. In this course, you'd have to do ground school, which you'll learn about aerodynamics, you'll learn about navigation, learn about all of those stuff you have to learn. And you have to pass the written exam, which is the second part of the course. Instead of doing 60 multiple choice questions, it's going to be 100 multiple choice questions. Also, for each test of each course, you have to have a grade of 70% or higher. And in the third part of this course, you would have to log in 250 hours of flight time, where in private pilot, it's 35 to 40. This is a huge requirement because it would help you in your check ride. And the last part of this course is a check ride, which is an exam but for flying. So the last part in becoming a pilot would be taking the airline transport pilot license. This means you could be the captain of for say Air Canada. You can be like that. You can be a first officer of Air Canada. You can be the pilot if you really want to be like this career. So the first requirement, the most important requirement, is doing 1,500 hours of flight time in order to do this, in order to become an airline transport pilot. And then obviously you have to do ground school, which is learning about the principles of aerodynamics, navigation, instrument rating, and stuff like that. And the last two things would be passing the written exam and the check ride. Same thing. Once you've gotten all of these complete, well, you got the license. Now you can apply for a job at different airports.